Hey everyone, welcome back to Williamson Ridge Outdoors. Today we are going to be checking out the Stihl MS271. This is a saw. Actually, I've had this saw for probably 2 months. Not one time have I cut with this saw. I actually did make a video on it though. I've done a first look and first startup and all that kind of stuff. But for some reason, my video camera was not recording. So I had to scrap that. So I'm just starting from here. Like I say, the saw has not been used any other than I did start it one time, and that's it. So today, we're going to kind of start the break-in. I know that some people say that the break-in procedure is not actually necessary, but the manual says to go through 3 tanks of fuel before you run it wide open. So that's what we're going to do. I've got about 8 trees that I'm wanting to get cut down. Some of them are around the edge of my yard, and some of them are kind of in my yard. The only bad thing is, they're not real good firewood trees. I've got a couple poplars, which they burn okay, but it's not the ideal firewood, but I'm going to use it for that anyways. I need to cut them anyways, so it's going to work out just fine. Plus, it'll give us a workout for our MS271. Let's get started on this and see how it goes. So that didn't go quite exactly as planned. I actually thought those trees were leaning kind of towards the yard, but actually after getting down there and kind of going around them, I realized they were actually leaning back towards the woods. So I ended up using the tractor to push one of them over into the open part of the yard. Then the other one was actually kind of hung up in the top of the tree also. So I ended up just getting several straps and hooking them together and getting off in the direction I needed to pull it. I hooked those straps up to it, and I was able to pull it out of the stuck treetop that it was in. It was a little troublesome. I'm not a professional arborist by no means. I just kind of have to do this stuff as it happens. And kind of what I look at and kind of think is going to work one way may not always work that way. So definitely, I'm not recommending that you do any of the stuff that I do in the video, but this is just the way that I ended up having to get things done. So with that being said, it worked out. I got the trees out in the open where I wanted them to go. Now it's just time to cut them up and move them out of the way. I'm not going to put all of them down that I wanted to take all at one time, because then they'll be kind of laying and crisscrossing each other. What I'm going to do though is use the Stihl MS170 for all this light work. So going through and sawing up all the tree limbs and getting all that stuff, then I'm going to use this little lightweight saw. I've used this a little bit, but not a whole lot yet. And so far though, what I have used it, I really do like it because it's so lightweight and yet it's still pretty peppy. Also, as I've said before in some other videos, I'm going to have some comparisons between this saw, the Echo CS346, and the 40-volt battery saw. Plus, I actually recently got a Husqvarna, I believe it's a Mark II 120, which is a 38cc saw. So I'm going to kind of put that in there and kind of see where everything stands together. So stay tuned for all that kind of stuff.